We're here at John O'Quinn Field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Baylor Bears and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Defense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Lagway to pass. Out wide right, it's Beal. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. A run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Morris. There he goes. He's at the 50. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoff.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out wide left, it's Miller. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Long way to go on second down. Flagway wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Just goes right through the wicket. Brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll send out the kicker here. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. In traffic, it's Drake.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. In the backfield, it's Broussard. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Drake. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback keeps it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Gets away from one, finds room. There's some room. And the Bears are in the hurry up. Flagway. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
To the air, it's Flagway. Makes the grab. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
Number 94, set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Changing the routes with his receivers. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads it left. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Drops back. It's Henderson. Right side, it's Thomas. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. The Cougars will hustle to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the Cougars are flying down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. And he could not get loose on the run.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Gets the back moving. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 30. The 20. Touchdown Bears! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw it, Henderson. Out wide right, it's Drake. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Drake. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking for room. It's Hughes. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stopped. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Makes the grab in the corner.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the... team able to make the tackle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Beal. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the move. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Wisconsin Badgers.
And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat and playing him like that.
Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Comes down. It's McGarry. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Making the adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Back to pass, it's Henderson. Look out! Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Break. Hold. Move it. Magic.
They'll go to the air. Looking downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Hughes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll do it himself. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Well, this guy's exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 30. Inside the touchdown Bears. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Cougars backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. To throw, it's Henderson. Looking down the middle. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown Bears! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense
makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. He's changing the play. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Houston. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The Bears headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Throwing, Lagway. Over the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They want to run this quarterback. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Turning it on. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Bears. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down.
Good enough for first down.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. Right side, it's Hughes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Houston wants to play fast.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of it.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it in his belly. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll send the back in motion. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Here's Lagway to pass. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's third down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job of looking it in and securing the catch.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Back's got it on the screen. Still on his feet at the 40.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Morris. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to it. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He'll take it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Now on the move. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down.
Sweep, sweep.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Baylor! That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Moving the pocket, it's Henderson. Looking left. Finds his man. It's Drake. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Flagway on the play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Williams. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Bears peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Shows him the stiff arm. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Flagway wants to throw. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house.
Set to kick it off.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's straight. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. He'll pull it down. Between the hashes, it's Broussard. And they'll get him down inside the 10-yard line, but hang on, a yellow flag is out, and this might be coming back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tip.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll take the penalty and move them back. One more play to pad the stats. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Turns it on in midfield. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.